Good evening out there, everyone. Hope everyone's having a wonderful, blessed, joyful day. Hope you enjoyed your weekend and you're living your best, blessed life, and you're all safe and healthy out there, you and your family. Tonight, we're talking about the Monday Night Football game matchup between the Denver Broncos at the Kansas City Chiefs. This is an AFC West rivalry game. This game is going to determine not only the leader of the AFC West, but also playoff seasons and what has become a very tight AFC. So, that being said, Kansas City's coming to this game. They got in the groove back. The defense is starting to play well. Patrick Mahomes is starting to figure out how defense is trying to play him over the top. And then Broncos come into this game playing spoiler against the Los Angeles Chargers last week, and you look to continue playing spoiler in the AFC West tonight. Some people kind of underestimate the team. The team has been up and down, mostly due to quarterback play. But the defense is still efficient. I know they got rid of Von Miller, traded him to the Los Angeles Rams, but they still got Bradley Chubb, and this defense is still very good secondary and can be um, disruptive overall on each level. So, that being said, they were very disruptive last week against Los Angeles Chargers. Um, in this game, they are without Melvin Gordon, the starting running back. So more Javonte Williams, which we've been doing a two-back system anyway, but just way more Javonte Williams today. Also without nose tackle Mike Purcell, which may not be a big deal in this game because Kansas City doesn't really lead with the running game, lead the pass, but they can't take advantage of the running game tonight due to Purcell being out. Now we talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. They're about their starting left guard and left tackle in tonight's game. No Kyle Long tonight, and no Lucas Niang. So the left side is going to be having rotation players, backups in that position. So that's a spot that the Denver Broncos defense can attack tonight. Now, this game I believe is going to be a defensive battle. Like I said, both these defenses have been disrupting last week and have kept points down. Denver Broncos have been more up and down, but the games that they have won, they have been extremely disruptive. Kansas City has kept the score down relatively in the last 3 weeks, I want to say. Kind of last month, they got their groove back. So, that being said, I believe this game's going to come down to which the opposing defense can be more disruptive in tonight's game. I am going to go with the last time we seen the Kansas City Chiefs in a primetime game was against the Las Vegas Raiders. I picked the Las Vegas Raiders and I was wrong. And not only did the Kansas City Chiefs win again, they kind of, though, that game was kind of close at the end, I think that was a full game in which they kind of dominated and controlled the entire game. So I think that's a statement victory for Kansas City Chiefs. I think tonight's another statement victory for Kansas City Chiefs at home. Got to win this game by a score of 38-20 over division rival Denver Broncos. But if I was the Denver Broncos, this is how I would kind of look at the game. So this is my fantasy key to victory picks for tonight's game. So Denver Broncos have very good wide receiving core. Is one of the things I said about them in my preseason projection or overlook on how I think the season can be. Obviously lost some key receivers and players. He lost Hamilton. I think Hilton's out right now too. I can't remember if he is or he isn't. But anyway, Judy was out for a while. He came back. Sutton was out for a while. Came back. So now they're featuring Sutton, Patrick, and Jerry Judy. Jerry Judy's my offensive fantasy pick for tonight's game. I think he could take advantage of his matchup in the secondary if he give Teddy Bridgewater enough time. I think Sutton can have a great game too, but I'm going with Jerry Judy. I think that the biggest impact tonight's game at the wide receiver position. My other honorable mention offense would be Javonte Williams again. So I think now Frank Clark and Chris Jones are very good defensive players. Even though you got Reed in the middle, and you got a fairly young to veteran kind of core in the linebacking core. But I do think you have to enforce a run game tonight. Do not make yourself one-dimensional. That would play very easily to Kansas City's defensive hands. So I think you have to take advantage of producing both an efficient run game and pass attack tonight's game. So that's my thoughts on that. And now we go to how I think Denver Broncos can attack defensively. Tired starting left sides out. I would have Bradley Chubb line up on the left offensive side of the offense, so that would be the right defensive side for the Denver Broncos. I would have Bradley Chubb rush the backups all day. So I think Bradley Chubb is my key in pass rush tonight. He's my key defensive player in tonight's game. Now, Justin Simmons, I think it's my honorable mention in tonight's game defensively, because I think he's got to limit the plays over the top, across the middle to players like Travis Kelce, and just players like Tyreek Hill, um, Pringle, Harmon. You all like to go over the top, so he's got to prevent the big plays. Justin Simmons. Now, to Kansas City Chiefs key to victory. Like I said about Mike Purcell, and I think that again, Denver Broncos features veteran players that have been in the league for a while in the linebacking core, but I do think the front three can be taken advantage of in the run game if they do decide to run the game. So I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire tonight's game, though I do not think they're going to go with that, but that would be how I would attack this Denver Broncos defense tonight. But what I think they're going to do, which is my honorable mention, I think they're going to attack more Travis Kelce tonight, across the middle, and being these linebackers in pass coverage. I think Travis Kelce is my honorable mention, so I would use CE Clyde Edwards-Helaire, as they call him, CEH. But they're not going to use him. I would go Travis Kelce as my honorable mention. Defensively, Chris Jones. They moved him around outside at end and nose tackle. I liked him to be the disruptive player in tonight's defense for the Kansas City Chiefs. So Chris Jones, my defensive player and pick in tonight's game. Tyrann Mathieu, my honorable mention. Why? Again, I think Tyrann Mathieu is going to have to prevent the plays across the middle. I know he's more for boxing. He helps in the run game. And I do think he's going to have to limit the run game tonight with Javonte Williams too. So I think limiting the run game and the plays across the middle from Tyrann Mathieu is going to be big. Again, highlighting key pass rush tonight's game and the key star safeties in both these teams. So that's my take on tonight's game. Again, got the Kansas City Chiefs winning this game at home over the division rival in a statement victory of 38-20 at home. That's my thoughts on tonight's game. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're watching tonight's game, hope everyone can have a wonderful, blessed, joyful week. Stay safe and healthy out there. Keep doing good in the world. Keep being you. Peace and love, guys.